I'm gonna do things that'll knock you off your feet. You won't find a single similarity. Soon you will see. Yeah, friend, yeah, friend, yeah, friend, Sister F, yeah, a queen that you know. Friday morning, so you know how I roll. It's this way of the hips, confident lips, sexy, sassy, cool, collected. They are pointing at me and asking around, asking who is she, like who is she? You won't see me screaming, saying look at me. In the sea of people, I shine so effortlessly. I move through crowds like dancers moving on their feet. So clearly, my vibe is different and they really want to know. My light is shining so they want to see it show. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the flight. Relax your mind. Who is she? I really wanna know. What's her name? First, last, middle. Where's she from? I don't even know. But she got that spark, that je ne sais quoi. Impeccable, unexplainable, unobtainable, vibrational, undeniable, not debatable, delectable, non-negotiable. She incredible. Yeah, she incredible. Yeah, friend, yeah, friend, yeah, friend. Sister F, yeah, queen that you know. Friday morning, so you know how I roll. It's this way of the hips, confident lips, sexy, sassy, so collected. They are pointing at me and asking around, asking who is she, like who is she? Yeah, yeah, bring that back one more time. One more time. They are pointing at me and asking around, asking who is she, like who is she?
Yes, 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 we are back. We are back. It is your boy, brother DSP, your friendly neighborhood media personality. Please be sure to follow me on Instagram. That's at THABLASTPODCAST. That is my baby right there, the Blast Podcast, created and hosted by yours truly. And of course, I'm here on this lovely Sunday to bring you some of the stats of what took place during rivalry week for VOH Basketball's VOH Unlimited Summer Madness. Man, we had some great games on deck. I'm going to be covering the Northern Conference in this first hour. I hope you guys enjoyed that music block, man. That featured a lot of Rockland County's talent. Shout out to Stan Michael. Shout out to Tiso. Shout out to Ajakoma. Shout out to Wonder 845. Just shout out to everyone out here doing their thing. The beat I'm rocking to right now is produced by my guy, Wicked Keys. It's a beautiful situation, man. Right now, I'm currently live streaming on IG, on the Never Tuck Your Town Radio IG page. If you pull up and click on the live, you'll see your boy doing his thing. You already know the vibes. So let's get into it, man. I don't have the games in any particular order or anything like that. First game I'm going to start off with is the Top Dogs, who are now 2-3, versus Palisades Elite, who are 5-0. Palisades Elite got the victory, 69-55, 14-point joint. The standouts for Palisades Elite is the backcourt, man. The backcourt alone scored 34 of the 69 points. Young Gunner, one half of that backcourt, is he had 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. And, of course, D Turbo, he had 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. And, of course, shout out to 40 Cal, a veteran of the Palisades Elite. He had 9 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. It seems like he's more of the he's become the veteran leader of the whole thing. So that's a complete vibe. Huge shout out to 40 Cal. And don't get it twisted, he could come off the bench and give you 20. So don't think he can't do those type of things. So huge shout out to Palisades Elite, who remain undefeated, and huge shout out to their players doing their thing. And the Top Dogs, man, 2-3. Huge shout out to Bloodsport. I was put on to him this year. I didn't know anything about the guy. I believe against the Bullies, he had like 40 points almost like eight or nine 3-pointers, and he was cooking them. So huge shout out to Bloodsport. He was a standout for the Top Dogs. He had 17 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Good game to him. I'm still waiting to see Drew Zingas do his thing. He's a VOH All-Star. I'm still waiting for him to stand out. I don't know if he's nursing an injury or not, but I'm still waiting for him to do his thing and show out on the league, you know what I'm saying? Because I know the young man got skills. So I'm holding out to see what's up with that. Huge shout out to EJR. He's the current guest on the Blast Podcast. If you go to the Blast Podcast and search for us on the digital streaming platforms, will pop up. And he's the guest right now. He's super talented. He came on the platform, told his story, and that's the song that we're currently vibing to right now. That's EJR song Nice, that you can find on the VOH Play Hits playlist. Please be sure to subscribe to, not even subscribe, I'm sorry, follow that on any of those digital streaming platforms. I believe it's available on Spotify, and it's also available on iTunes. So please be sure to tap into that. What else we got going on here? Oh, yes. The next game. High Optic versus the Bullies. This right here was probably highly anticipated because of the two teams. High Optic is currently 5-0, and the Bullies are currently 2-3. So you know who won that game. It was High Optic by 24. The score was 75-51. The standouts for High Optic was, of course, Don't Do That. 22 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Wolverine, another standout, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. And, of course, Left for Dead. He had 14 points and 7 rebounds. And the standout for the Bullies is C4, man. He's one of the players that I advise everyone to keep an eye on. You know what I mean? He had 27 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. So shout out to C4, the Bullies. You guys got the caught the L because High Optic was on their job. You guys are currently 2-3, and High Optic is 5-0. The next game of rivalry week was Live Free Die Trying versus Dreams of a Minority. Live Free Die Trying is currently 3-2, and Dreams of a Minority is 0-5. The score was 75-55. The standouts for Live Free Die Trying was their backcourt. Their backcourt really showed up. You had youngest brother in charge. He had 22 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. NAZ, 3 letters, no one does it better. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. And VOH Youngboy. Let's talk about that young brother for a minute, man. I don't know if y'all caught the game live while I was live streaming, or if you caught the replay. If you watched that game, Live Free Die Trying versus Dreams of a Minority, that boy VOH Youngboy, he's number 2 on Live Free Die Trying. His bounce is crazy. I mean, he did like a 180 behind the back dunk to end the game. It was nuts. Go watch that. It was crazy. Shout out to VOH Youngboy. He had 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. And the standout for Dreams of a Minority was Mav Baller, who was actually a friend of the show. He had pulled up with ET3 and told his story. 13 points, 7 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And that was that game right there. It was pretty good, but Live Free, I guess those guys on Live Free played with each other more than the guys on Dreams of a Minority. Huge shout out to Day Day, though. Huge shout out to him for bringing 2 teams to showcase the NIAC talent. Something that we've been missing for a while in VOH basketball. So huge shout out to Day Day for doing that. So it's a vibe, complete vibe for that. Another game that took place was the Gents versus Not On Duty. Pretty good game. That was a pretty good game. At one point, I thought the Gents were going to pull off the upset on Not On Duty. But one thing I got to give Not On Duty, they know how to close out the game. That's one thing I see a few teams are missing, the ability to close out the game. But one thing Not On Duty has done, they've made the right plays, they've made the right adjustments, and their standouts really did what they had to do. For example, we have K-Bucks of Not On Duty. I don't even know how many threes he hit that game, but he was going off. He had 28 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Shout out to Tibby, a.k.a. Not Just Skits, who also been playing great basketball these past few weeks. 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. And then Mike on ice, of course, is always hooping. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. And for the gents, the standout, you already know the vibes. Jay Bruno, 20 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. One thing I do want to speak about is that not on duty. Shout out to Tibby. He made sure he got my attention on a Friday night. He was like, "Yo, what's good, man? We gonna get that look on the divisional standings." I was like, "Yeah, I mean, y'all are balling." They're currently 3-1. The Gents, of course, are 1-4. But they're not on duty. No one had them on their radar. No one was paying attention to not on duty. All we knew was that it was Tibby's catchphrase. It was Tibby's team, and he had some guys with him. You know what I mean? That's all we knew. They didn't even make the power rankings. Of course, he made sure that we knew that. He made sure that we knew that, hey, you didn't even have us on the power rankings, and now look at us. You know, he was even talking spicy to the commish, talking spicy like, hey, looks like we at the top of the division. You know what I mean? Of course, you know the commission's not going to allow spicy talk thrown his way and not throw the spicy talk back. So, of course, he was like, yeah, I mean, you've been doing good so far, but looks like the schedule's going to get a little tougher. You know what I mean? So, I can't wait to see next week's matchup. I believe Not On Duty plays SUNYAC Select, another team that's been doing their thing. Of course, I'm going to get into the Southern Conference in the second hour after our second music block. I just wanted to get into the Northern Conference first. And we still have one more game of the Northern Conference. A game that I was looking forward to. High Optic versus Live Free Die Trying. You had the older heads. I don't even want to say older heads. I want to say the generation before the generation of Live Free Die Trying. You know what I mean? They have the experience. They've played with each other. So has the players of Live Free Die Trying. I'm not taking any of that away from them. It's just those guys at High Optic probably played the game of basketball longer than the guys of Live Free, and that showed in the game. But it was a good game. The score was 56-42. High Optic won. Of course, High Optic is 5-0. Live Free Die Trying is 3-2. The standouts for High Optic was Left for Dead. Left for Dead came out and balled out. 20 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Wolverine, of course, did his thing. 14 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals. And, of course, don't do that, man. At first, it seemed like he wasn't finding his shot, but, of course, later on, he turned it on and helped his team to the victory. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. And, of course, the standout for Live Free Die Trying is NAZ, 3 letters. No one does it better. He had 15 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. One thing I noticed about the Live Free Die Trying team, most of their other guys didn't step up. Of course, I didn't see youngest brother in charge there that night. I don't think he pulled up, and I don't think VOH Youngboy was there either. It was just Nas, 3 letters. Mo Bamba was there, but he couldn't find his shot. And of course, put it on my tab, another player that usually steps up for them couldn't find his shot either. So hopefully, Live Free learns from this loss and steps it up with these next games. They don't really want to pick up a third loss, although it won't hurt them that much. But you want to keep the record as high as above 500 as you can. You don't really want to be that 4-4 team or that 3-5 team hoping that another team loses. Now let's get into the awards. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Got the little award type song in the background. Shout out to 1-845. Northside currently playing in the background. You can find that all over digital streaming platforms. Buy, stream it, do what you got to do. But now, Northern Conference Offensive Player of the Week. I had mentioned him before. He's representing Team Not On Duty. I'm telling you, that game, he hit like, I believe it was against the Gents, I'm not sure. He hit at least 7 to 8 threes, and no one, and I mean no one, went out to guard him. So he kept killing him. Huge shout out to K-Bucks of Not On Duty. He got 28 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Like I said, I'm not sure how many threes he hit. It was probably like 7 to 8. I'm not sure. But he definitely did his thing. He stood out. So shout out to K-Bucks of Not On Duty. Offensive Player of the Week for the Northern Conference. You're going to see your graphic tomorrow for sure, so stay tuned for that. And, of course, Defensive Player of the Week has to go to Left for Dead of High Optic. He had 20 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. The stats I want y'all to pay attention to is 14 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. And his team got the victory. So, that's the coverage for the Northern Conference. Huge shout out to everyone that pulled up. Wow. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all pulling up, man. I mean, this is fire. This is fire. But that's the Northern Conference. Those were the Offensive Player and Defensive Player of the Week. Shout out to K-Bucks for Offensive Player of the Week. And shout out to Left for Dead of High Optic for Defensive Player of the Week. We're about to get into some more of this music. And at hour 2, I will come back and talk about the Southern Conference. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the show. Shout out to, like I said, once again, shout out to everybody in the live chat. Truly appreciate y'all pulling up. Let's get into some more music. I think we just played the song, so let me see if I could find another joint that y'all can vibe to. As I was saying prior, please be sure to check out the VOH Play Hits playlist. It's spelled, well, it's pretty much spelled like hashtag VOH, you know what I mean? Play Hits. That's it. VOH Play Hits. Hashtag VOH Play Hits. The music is played all the time behind the scenes. Well, not behind the scenes, but while the guys are playing. It's the background music. It's the vibe. So let's get into Too Cool by T-So, and I'll be back. Peace.
Can't catch a break when you shot. Hey, keep me guessing. And all I really know is she want me. She low key got me stressing. Hey, shawty think she too cool. Hey, what is it that you do? Hey, girl, I got that voodoo. Hey, why you acting like you too cool? Ooh, ooh. She say you too, you so rude. The mama think you too cool for me. Ooh, ooh, too cool. And that's why I ain't heard from you today. Hey, you got my number while you tweet me. Hey, I know you wanna see me. Hey, I pull up as decent. Hey, baby, put this thing on repeat. I don't understand. If you don't want me, man, then why you want my body?
Word, y'all pulled up today. Appreciate y'all.
I really don't wanna argue. Damn, why did I start you? Now I'm running like a car do.
We'll be back, yo. We'll be back.